Are you out there, Next Wave? Woo! Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much for that warm introduction. I also want to give a special thank to the members of the Next Wave Advisory Committee. Where are you guys at? You guys have done a really great job putting this event together this year. And I also want to give a special shout out to my Walla sisters. Where you at? Woohoo! All right, the next wave of women leaders. So how many of you were at that people party last night? Right? We had fun, didn't we? I had a lot of fun. You guys rock. Not only can you sing, but you can also raise money doing it. And it wasn't that long ago that I was also a part of the Next Wave. As a younger person in this union, I was incredibly lucky. I had fantastic mentors. One of them is sitting in the audience today. You'll hear from her later. That's Johanna Hester, IVP for UDW. Thank you, sister, for being one of my mentors. Because those mentors showed me how important it was to get involved, to get active, to get out there and do something to make a difference. They taught me not to take no for an answer. They taught me to stand up for what I believed in. And they taught me to be strong. AFSCME strong. And because of them, I'm here with you today. And because of you, we are all AFSCME strong. Yep. The work you do is critically important to our union, to our power, to our success. This morning, while I listened to Big Daddy. That's right. I put my money in. Lee lent me 20 bucks. You got to do what you got to do, right? Don't worry, I'll pay you back, Lee. But when I was listening to Big Daddy talk about what he did, with those awesome young members in Council 962 in Indiana and in Kentucky about signing people members up, I just was like, wow, right? It can be done. It can be done. Because they signed up almost 400 MVP members in just 1 week. Just 1 week. I mean, they kick ass. Right? Local 725 is pretty incredible. In a so-called right-to-work state, the local has 98% full-paying members. That's awesome. That's awesome. Out of 511, you heard Big Daddy, only one isn't paying their fair share. For now. He's gonna get them. That's what I call AFSCME strong. That's what I call AFSCME strong. Because, yep. Because whether it's in Indiana, or in Kentucky, or in Missouri, or anywhere else across this country, we are doing amazing work together. We're hitting the streets, we're knocking on those doors, and we're pulling our money together so we can take down those politicians who don't support or respect working families. That's why we need those cheeseburger bucks. We need more MVPs, guys. We need you to at least give $100 a year. That's less than $10 a month. Because as our president said yesterday, we're talking about our very survival. Our survival is at stake. Our political enemies, they're coming after us. Make no mistake about it. So we've got to stand up for ourselves. We're depending on your energy, Next Wave, and we're depending on your dedication and your commitment to our union. You know, last year, I met a young woman who was at an activist training. And afterwards, she came up to me. She was really excited. I mean, so excited she could really barely talk. And she said, I can't wait to go home and get involved, because now I know that I can make a difference. I hope yesterday in the trainings, you had that same kind of experience. We're hosting these kind of trainings all across the country. We're going to have an army, you guys, an army of working men and women who are fired up and ready to go, right? Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Because we need this army of workers. We need them to go out there and talk to people. One-on-one conversations, right? About how important it is to be a part of our union. Because it's those personal conversations that really can make a difference in someone's life. It changed my life. As a home care provider taking care of my son, I really didn't know much about the union until an organizer showed up at my door. I had so many questions that day, and they had all the answers. And the more that I talked to them, the more that I found my voice. And my voice became more powerful as I started talking to other people, other members, and having those one-on-one conversations with them. I became a volunteer member organizer and an activist for United Domestic Workers. Where you at, UDW? UDW is a strong and proud AFSCME affiliate for sure. And after becoming a VMO, I became a full-time organizer. And from there, I became president of my local. And I kept talking to people. I kept knocking on those doors, spreading the word about what it was to be a strong union, to be unified and standing together. And because of those one-on-one conversations, you heard our brother Donald, we took our local with 22,000 members and we increased the membership to 65,000 members. One-on-one conversations. That's what AFSCME Strong's all about, you guys. You know, last year when the Supreme Court delivered that severe blow to home care and child care providers, we didn't back down, did we? No way. And we didn't give up. And 2 weeks ago, when Ohio Governor John Kasich, when he stripped those bargaining rights from home care and child care workers, well, guess what? We knew that we still were not going to give up. We are still going to fight for them. Why? Because their work is too important. Their families are too important. And we're not going to let them down. Because we're AFSCME Strong, right? No hurdle is too high, whether it's the Supreme Court, or whether it's a right-wing governor, or whether it's fighting for equal pay. Where are my sisters at? We're not gonna back down. Maybe that's the song that someone should have sang last night at karaoke, right? We're not gonna back down, because that's what AFSCME Strong is all about. Strengthening that inner core. No hurdle is too high. We're going to keep fighting like hell until across Ohio, yeah, we can clap for that. We're going to keep fighting like hell until all workers in Ohio and across this nation can join unions, because bargaining rights will gain us a better future. I know that sometimes it seems like we're facing these big, huge obstacles. But let me tell you something. Labor's on the rise, you guys. Every day, I read another story in the newspapers about a family that's struggling to cover rent or just to put food on the table. I hear countless stories of workers who are working 2 and 3 jobs just to get by, while those corporate CEOs are lining their pockets with huge fat paychecks. But guess what? People are starting to understand. They're starting to understand that the gap between the wealthiest few and all the rest of us is directly linked to declining membership in labor unions. Guess what? That decline's over, you guys. It's over. Across the country, some 5 million people are negotiating contracts this year. That's the largest number in several years. 5 million. And the decline's over, right? Because we got AFSCME strong. Your work matters. Your work matters. And you deserve to be treated fairly, paid justly, and be respected for the work that you do each and every day. That's what we're fighting for, right? That's what we're fighting for. With your help, we can build a union that's resilient and fit for the future. Because let's face it, the future, you guys, of this union, it belongs to you. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for everything that you do each and every day. And I want you to continue to do that work and to build our union. I want you to take that back home. AFSCME strong. Take it home with you. Speak up. Stand up. And keep fighting for help, for what you believe in, for what's right, right? It's really, you guys, all of AFSCME is riding this next wave in due time. And all of AFSCME is counting on you next wave. They're counting on you. So stand up, be strong, be proud, be AFSCME strong. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
I want the time of my